Right then. So today we had Rob come out with his Friday show, like he always does. And unlike I normally do, where I normally wait till a Sunday and think, yeah, let's get onto the Sunday wave, get everyone's reactions, see how everyone's doing within their week's fixtures and everything. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna come out with a little Friday special for you boys today as well. So I am officially back in. Oh god. Trying to get this camera to sit as perfect as possible so I can relax and get into my report for you boys. Let me get all relaxed. Don't you just love it? You get one reporter and then all of us show up at once. So, first of all, I want to congratulate all the new managers on getting their new posts. A couple of them did move quickly, as alluded to on the Friday show. But at the end of the day, as it's been reiterated by absolutely everyone, if you're the only manager that does apply for a club and you have got the right criteria, why shouldn't you get the job? Now, something I watched on the Friday show this morning when I first woke up was that managers are starting to get a bit worried about putting their name forward because they're worried that a backlash would happen from the rest of the community. And two names that will be mentioned is obviously Game World owner James and Rob Harris himself. Now, they've both made it perfectly clear what their long-term aspirations are for the game world. And James being James, absolutely cracking guy. Brilliant to get on with when we're not talking SM base. Even better to get on with when we're talking SM base. This guy has put absolutely everything he can think of into this game world so far to make it the best experience for us more than anything. He's not doing it for his own personal goals. Admittedly, he has his own personal goals at the same time. But he's more thinking of the wider aspect of what this game world can actually become. So for anyone to have actually questioned whether, one, he should go for the team that he supports, two, whether he should move in the first place, or three, whether he's biased in any way, shape, or form towards himself. I think it's an absolute shock. I'm shocked I heard that. I didn't actually notice it myself. I would have pulled someone on it straight away myself. I'm a big supporter of what James is doing with TFSL. And shit, he's got Rob Harris on the bandwagon and he's got Hammer on the bandwagon. So how about that? And then on to Rob Harris. He didn't put his name forward for the Tottenham job. Now, bearing in mind, when he took over Crusaders, let's do a few facts here of what actually I'm seeing it from my perspective. He took over Crusaders. He brought a high rated team. He went for early success. He was at the top of the table. He then switched out. The team is still there at that a pitiable. They're in the playoffs, right? It's a team that should not be in the playoffs. When you look at that standing of who's in that division, they should have been about 8th, 9th at best. For them to be in the top two, cracking job. He's brought the squad value up. If I'm correct, it was about 2 million when he took over. It's now over 10 million. That's just showing the quality that he was doing. So not only did he adapt to getting a quick success, but he also adapted then into seeing the way that the division was going and changed for the long term of the club and the future of his club. So bearing in mind, this is coming from me, that I noticed a little dig, and it felt like a dig yesterday from Tom. And I will pull Tom on this one, and whether it was a dig or not, Tom, but I buy an older team. I like my older generation player. Always have done, always will. Now, I don't really travel down the youth route. When I do, people have witnessed what I can do when I go down the youth route. People have witnessed that sometimes I mess up. But I generally focus on an older team. Now, bearing in mind, Kilmarnock, when I took over, was absolutely in a shocking place. Kilmarnock was in a shocking place. They was on such a bad run of form, right? I'm just looking at the league table now. When you look at the league table now at Division 3, Blackburn Rovers are joint with Peterborough in 17th. on 27 points. Then just above them, we have Portsmouth, again, apologies, on 33 points. There's a very high chance that I've now set Kilmarnock up for a very good push to be able to stay in the league. Now, whether I stay in the league or not is not the question in my mind. I have full ambitions of staying in the division and then building from there. The squad that I got is such a thin-cut squad that I can't afford any mistakes. My team makes a mistake, we're going to lose. We've already managed to get 5 wins since I first took over, and in a division like Division 3, wins can be hard to come by. If you look at, for instance, 12th place has only got nine wins all season. That's only an extra 4 more wins than what Kilmarnock are sitting on right now, who are in the relegation zone. And there's more than 4 games to play for, so I'm just saying that. But in terms of young teams, my team ain't young. I ain't batting the trumpet saying, oh, I'm winning, I need to be moving on. I know what I've done. I've built a team for quick success to get them out of the relegation shithole that they was in. I have no aspiration of leaving them, and that's as far as that one goes. So, if anyone wants to question my loyalty, Scottish through and through now. I ain't got no plans, long or short term, of leaving Kilmarnock. I've got a good little idea here. I've got some players that I absolutely idolise in the world of football, to be fair. I mean, David Villa, really, playing in Scotland, would never have thought I'd see the day. I mean, Jedinak, what a signing he's turned out to be. Absolutely doing brilliant for my team right now. I mean, the German midfielder I brought in as well. Cracking. 87, putting in the work like performances. Papi Cisse, still 87, still bashing the trumpet. Basta and I right back 87. I mean, we've got decent quality there. I mean, to the point where I can sit there and go, okay, my team stays in the league. We get a good payout. We get about 3-4 million, say. Chairman invests say $1 million. That's 5 million that I can then put into a youth team. And that's generally how I'm seeing the aspect of it. I'm hoping that I get a good enough payout that I clear any outstanding worries that I've got at the club. Plus, manage to bring in I want at least 3-4 quality youths to blend with this team. So then I can go, okay, if one of my major players retire, I can then ship out one of my youths, bring in another youth, bring in another major player, and so on. But everyone has their own way of approaching things. Like, with me, I don't watch as much football as I used to. I do follow leagues, don't get it wrong. I do scout leagues, but I don't follow it as much as I used to. I mean, these days, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what leagues do I really check in on? I check in on the Dutch League. That's a fun little division to always have a hunt around for upcoming youths. I mean, the Dutch League right now have a couple of 70 players that I'd say would 82 at least. 82 at least. But and then I look over at Portugal. That's again another one that players can easily gather pace. I mean, I've seen players go from 77 to 85. That type of stuff from Portugal. What about it? Croatian League? The Croatian League is a brilliant league to scout from. If anyone finds gems in the Croatian League, you're absolutely laughing. The Polish League, again, that's another league that I normally stay in touch with to make sure I get my scouting done. Apart from that, the Brazilian League. The Brazilian League, I missed out on this time because obviously with all my major transfers, I did have a couple of scouted, but with no funds available, you can only go so far. Then we get on to the Thursday results. So, with me, I am in Division 3. So, the last time I did the month review, I did all the divisions, and I was like, yay, support all the big teams, support all the small teams, let's do it. Do you know what? Division 2, they have their reporter. Division 1 don't really have anything going for them right now. Division 4, they do have, well, they've just lost all of their talent in manager-wise. They've still got talented managers down there, but who's going to pull their thumb out for Division 4, because guess what, I'm pulling my thumb out for Division 3. From now on, my overall goal, yeah, guys, is to get at least one video out for you a week. And I will literally be covering Division 3. That's my division. That's the division that I'm making my home now. So, without further ado, we got Southend United beat Portsmouth 2-0. Kilmarnock beat Bradford 2-1. Hearts beat Rotherham, 2-1. Barnsley beating Bolton 2-1. What a cracking result there. Scunthorpe United beating Peterborough 2-1. Charlton beating Aberdeen 2-1. Hibs beating Shrewsbury 1-0. Sunderland beating Plymouth 2-1. Reading beating Wigan 4-1. And Blackburn beating Birmingham 2-1. So as you can see, this week it was the week of one goal thrillers. Not really any big game there apart from Reading annihilating Wigan 4-1. That's a cracking result again for Reading. We'll have a look at the league table. Barnsley moving up into 5th. Sunderland moving to 7th. Birmingham to 6th. Plymouth to 8th on the drops for them two. Charlton and Scunthorpe moving up to 12th and 13th respectively. Bradford, because of their loss, moving down to 14th. Hibs moving up to 15th. Portsmouth to 16th. Blackburn closing the gap now to being equal on. Points with Peterborough. Kilmarnock are now just 6 points behind the relegation zone, and Rotherham United down on 6 points. There we go, boys. A small little tasty video before I get onto my major show for Sunday. If anyone wants anything bringing up on my Sunday show, by all means, send me over a message. I would quite happily allocate some time for any questions for anyone that needs anything answering. You can either hit me up on my Facebook, you can hit me up on the Facebook group, or you can hit me up on SM itself. Either way, guys, I'm welcome to suggestions. Apart from that, it's been Hammer. It's been all this good stuff. I'm going to catch you all soon, boys. Have a good rest of your weekend.